Bambi. One beautiful spring morning, a little rabbit named Thumper woke friend Owl with some wonderful news. A baby deer had been born deep in the woods. "It's happened!" cried the little rabbit. "A new prince is born." "What's his name?" asked the animals. "Why, his name is Bambi," his mother replied. Soon Bambi met all the wonderful animals in the forest. First, Miss Quail and her baby stopped to say hello. Then Miss Opossum and her family, who liked to hang upside down, smiled at Bambi. Next, a mole poked his head out from the ground to wish Bambi a good day. Even a flock of little birds flew down to greet the young prince. Bambi made friends with Thumper and a shy little skunk called Flower. They laughed and played together every day. Soon, at the pond in the meadow, Bambi made another friend, a playful girl fawn named Faline. Summer and fall passed happily for Bambi, and when the cold winter came, Thumper taught Bambi how to spin and slide on the frozen pond. Bambi had never done anything like this before. "Come on, it's all right," Thumper told him, gliding across the ice. "The water's stiff." Finally, winter was over, and spring brought many changes. Bambi had grown into a handsome young buck. His friends Thumper and Flower had grown up too. Friend Owl couldn't get over them. He was sure that any moment now they would all meet somebody and become twitter-patted, and that meant they would fall in love. The three friends laughed at the wise old owl and agreed to spend all of their time together until Flower met a lovely girl skunk and got twitter-patted. Bambi knew he would miss Flower, but at least he and Thumper could still spend time together. Then Thumper fell in love too. Next it was Bambi's turn. Soon he met a beautiful doe in the meadow. It was his old friend Faline. Bambi suddenly felt dizzy and light as a feather. He was twitter-patted. Bambi and Faline frolicked together, just as they had done in the meadow when they were young. But Bambi wasn't the only buck who liked Faline. A stag named Rhino soon pushed his way between them, challenging Bambi to a fierce fight. Bambi charged at Rhino with all his might, and the two bucks butted heads again and again. Finally, Bambi won the fight. And from that day on, he and Faline were always together. One fall morning, Bambi smelled something strange. Smoke. Just then a majestic stag appeared. It was Bambi's father, the great prince. "The forest is on fire," he cried. "Hurry! We must warn the other animals to run to the river island." Bambi and the prince warned all the forest animals. Then they crossed the river where they found Faline waiting for them. Bambi and his friends watched as fire destroyed their forest homes and everything around them. After the fire was out, the old stag turned to Bambi. "I must leave you now," he said. "You will take my place as Prince of the Forest." Bambi knew this was a great responsibility, but he was ready to accept it. And Bambi knew that when the last bit of smoke was gone, the animals would bravely rebuild their homes. Fall once again turned into winter, and winter into spring. The forest was lush and green, and smelled of blooming flowers. Soon Thumper and his little bunnies were waking friend Owl once again. Faeline had given birth to 2 twin fawns. All the animals proudly came to celebrate, but no one was prouder than Bambi, the prince of the forest. He stood overlooking the thicket, smiling down on his family, his heart filled with love. Soon Bambi would teach them the lessons of the forest that he himself had learned so long ago. The end.